So just this morning, we have received some pretty interesting and very unexpected news about a new upcoming Star Wars game that is actually going to be shown off at Star Wars Celebration next month. So we're not too far away from actually seeing some stuff surrounding this. And so, yeah, there's not too much to go over just yet. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. And since there's no gameplay and stuff, obviously, I'm going to chuck some good old Battlefront gameplay in the background for you guys. So without wasting any time, let's get stuck into all the news you need to know about the new upcoming Star Wars game from ILM. Now, the first thing that I need to get out of the way just to kind of temper everyone's expectations, unfortunately, this is a VR game, or essentially a mixed reality game. And it says in this article here that this is exclusively for MetaQuest 3 and 3S headsets. And so unfortunately, that will obviously rule out a lot of you guys, and I understand that's probably going to be a little bit disappointing. I'm going to quickly, at the end of the video as well, talk about another upcoming game that's being shown at Celebration that isn't a VR game. So there is some good news in this video, don't you worry about that. But for anyone who does have a MetaQuest 3, well, I'm sure this is very exciting for you. Now, ILM have essentially just announced Beyond Victory, a mixed reality playset. And I'm going to read through some of these bits of the article. They've said it's a new experience in development at Industrial Light and Magic and Lucasfilm. And like I said, exclusively for MetaQuest 3 and 3S headsets. Meet up-and-comer Volo Bolus, who I believe is this guy that you can see on the key art for the game, as they join forces with the legendary pod racer pilot Sebulba in this heart-pumping and engine-thrumping mixed reality experience. So yes, that character you can see over there on the right, that is actually Sebulba. I thought that that was just going to be some random Dug character. Obviously, the species is known as a Dug, and I just thought it'd be some random. No, that is actually Sebulba. So this is the most random thing ever. We're getting a kind of, not really a Sebulba game, but yeah, he's going to be a pretty large part of this game, apparently. A VR game with Sebulba in it, that is not what I had on my bingo card for March of 2025. So it all sounds pretty interesting. Now, I'm not much of a VR guy myself, right? I should probably stop saying VR because mixed reality isn't quite VR. It's a little bit different. But even though I'm not much of a VR guy, I'm honestly pretty keen to look into this. Now, some exciting news that I haven't actually said to you guys just yet is that I have only just recently organized that I'm actually going to be at Star Wars Celebration in Japan next month. And so the timing could not be more perfect because I am going to be heading there, and now we found out that this is happening. So hopefully I'm actually going to get a chance to play this. Obviously, I can't really confirm that because I don't know if the lines will be huge, or I don't know, all of the details just yet. So I can't really confirm that, but I'm going to assume I will have a chance to actually play this. And that means I can obviously sort of report back to you guys on everything that I learn about this at Celebration, which is pretty exciting. So once Celebration is over, keep your eyes peeled for sure on the channel, as I will definitely be covering pretty much everything that I learn about it. And hey, for any of you guys who are going to Celebration as well, be sure to hit me up on Twitter or Discord or wherever, because I'm happy to meet up with some of you guys. I'm meeting up with a bunch of friends over there as well. So it is no doubt going to be a great time. Now, the final bit of information I wanted to talk about, which is nothing even remotely related to this mixed reality game, they are also going to be announcing or sort of showcasing the Reactor Star Wars game at Celebration as well, because there is a panel that is a Reactor panel, which again, I will 100% be doing everything I can to attend that panel because that is kind of the main attraction for me personally. And so not only are we getting this Beyond Victory game sort of showcased at Celebration, we're also getting the Reactor strategy game showcased as well. So finally, we're starting to get some actual stuff for Star Wars gaming. It feels like we've had a very rough period. Realistically, in the last few years, we've had Survivor and Outlaws, which I enjoyed both of those games, especially Survivor. That game to me is amazing, but there's not been that much out. And then obviously Hunters was out, but that's been a big debacle. I'm sure you guys know all about that game. So we've kind of been lacking a little bit in the Star Wars gaming industry here, and it's exciting that now there are actually two things that we're going to be learning about in essentially like less than 3 weeks from now. So I thought I would just quickly jump on and make a video sort of breaking that news. And like I said, there's not that much to go through yet. I will probably start to get into some speculation and that sort of thing over the coming weeks for both of these games. And like I said, because I will be at Celebration once I'm back, which will be sort of towards the end of April. Once I get back from Japan, you can expect to see all the content you'll need to see about both of those games, everything I learned at Celebration, and breaking all of that stuff down for you guys. So plenty of Star Wars content on the way. I know it's been very, very quiet on this channel over the last few months, even like covering Rivals and stuff, because I was so sort of bored of the Star Wars content, but finally there is some stuff on the way, so expect to see plenty of content in the future. But with that being said, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have a great day, and may the Force be with you always.